Module 5, which is actually your last module, is on safety and security. And this is one that over the years has really grown to a lot more attention, and even funding has been devoted to this in most states. So when you think of safety and security, you're thinking of safety and security from a huge umbrella. It could be from the facility standpoint, and this goes back to policy and procedure. What policy and procedure do you have in place in regard to people entering the building? How do they enter the building? What doors do they come through? Do you keep things locked? It also goes to school buses. How do you evacuate a school bus? And where do you evacuate students to? If you have a bomb threat, if you have a bomb threat on a bus, do you just stop along the road and put the kids off? I mean, you have small children. How do you keep up with them? Do you have a system in place where each child is a younger child is assigned to an older child? Do you trust those older children? All of these things have to be put into place. And so when you're thinking of your module, start thinking of extreme circumstances. I can also tell you that some of the hardest things to do is if you've lost a student. I lived in an area as superintendent where we had a lot of motorcycle accidents, four-wheeler accidents. We had students who were out in the woods all the time. It was very rural. Car accidents. We lost at least one or two children every term to a car accident. And usually drinking was involved or high speed. So, what policy and procedure do you have in place as far as when there is a death at the school environment? How do you take that scenario and teach children safety and learn from it? And so all of those things kind of come under that huge umbrella. Staff. Safety and security doesn't go to just students, it goes to staff. What about a student who brings a weapon into the school? Something that nobody ever wants to talk about, and it does fall under safety and security, and that is teachers having affairs with students. That's a safety feature. That's a horrible violation. It's very ethical, but it does fall under safety and security. So what procedures do you have in place for that? What about teachers getting online and soliciting sex? And they're doing it on a personal computer. All of these things you have to, that when I first started out in education were not an issue, and now they are, because technology has changed a lot of that. So think in terms of what technology has done to make us safe and secure, and what it's done to make us more vulnerable as far as internet. How do you teach children in school how to use the computer safely? Or do you? All of those things, think about all of that, but that's kind of this huge umbrella when you think of safety and security. And develop, again, your scenario, your vignette, your case study. Do your research to parallel that. Make it challenging for the other group. You want these to be challenging. And good luck with it. I look forward to reading it.